All right, I think we are accidentally live. Hello and
Hey.
welcome to the show.
Oh, hey.
Don't look.
I just saw it.
Secrets.
I got it already.
Okay.
I got it
Are
already.
you? I didn't even say it. I didn't even get the timer going. It was
Right,
supposed
I
to
got it
be
already.
Finn, what's his face, Wolfhard, which is an awesome name on all accounts.
Yeah.
Finn, Wolfhard. What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
And Russell Brand, because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw his cheekbones and his hair.
He could play a younger version.
You literally just said it in the 0.5 milliseconds that it flashed your screen.
So
Give
Finn
it
was
to me.
in Ghostbusters Afterlife with Paul Rudd, who was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall with Russell Brand. See ya. You done? Okay. So
The audacity.
just end the stream?
Yeah. Screw you guys. I'm going home. Well, there goes
Sorry.
half our show. It's going to be a short one, I guess.
All right, it just popped into my head the second I saw it.
Fine.
It just popped up again.
I know. Damn it.
You seem so proud of that too. I'm so sorry.
That was special from Lila. She's like, he'll never get anything with Finn in it. Or she's like, you gotta do Finn, and then she's like, he was in it, and
I could do another way.
I don't need to hear another way.
He was in it with Bill Hader, who was also in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
It's the same.
Wait, I can add one if you'd like. He was in it with Bill Hader, who was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall with Jonah Hill, who was in Get Him to the Greek with Russell. I could do this all night.
Russell Brand was a bad choice. Okay. I see that now.
Well, he hasn't done much in a very long time.
You know what?
Yeah, my bad.
Breaking out the Rolodex. Hold up.
The Rolodex? What year is it?
That tells you who I'm picking.
Oh.
Only people born in the 1920s. That's the rule now. I don't feel like that.
Okay, name an actor born in the 1920s.
Tim O'Connor. Peter Falk.
Oh, Peter Falk was born in the 1920s?
Yeah, 1927.
He was on Columbo with a bunch of people you sent me videos of.
I know. I regret that now because I'm like, you can name any actor and I could make a connection using Peter Falk.
Yeah, they weren't main cast characters, so.
No, our thing was as long as they share screen time.
Oh, I thought they had to be a main character.
Yeah, which is where we said animation was a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Because they could do that from their closets.
Time. Nobody.
Yeah, the days of 10 people in a room doing a recording were gone long before COVID, let alone now. Now people just take their microphone and their laptop in their closet and say their lines.
Literally could do it at home on their phone. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Anywho, so
yes, so my bad.
what you make on your CRICUT this week?
Oh, I made a big banner for a friend's car.
Nice.
He's got a Twitch stream and everything, and he wanted me to make a thing for his car, so I guess everybody knows what it is.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I forget where I got my Instagram one, but it was like $20-$30. That's cool. Now I got a inside line to somebody that can make them for me.
Wait, you have a big one across?
I think it's like 2x8 or something.
Is it
Decent
on the
size.
car?
No, I didn't put it on the Mini yet.
I was gonna say.
I bought it like 3 years ago. I'll get to
it. Well, when you can't find it, because it's with your Apple card, you let me know and I'll print you a new one.
I found the Apple card.
I know it took
a year later.
3 months but longer than that. Okay.
No, I lost it whenever I helped you move is when I noticed it was gone. I was like, oh no, did I lose it at your last house? Because I remember we got pizza on it like the day before we moved or whatever, or the week before, whenever I was there before we moved. We got pizza and did the VR. And and I used it then. And I was like, well, I remember throwing it down on the table for Anna, and I don't remember what happened to it from there. And literally, 6 months later, I find it in a box of books of all places.
A box? Yeah, like what the heck?
That must have fallen off my desk into the box, and I moved the box to the other room, and then, yeah.
If only you had cameras in there.
If only I wasn't such a messy person.
Well, okay. I didn't say that, but I'm glad you found it. I mean, that's really all that matters. Oh, I should have grabbed one of those before we started. Okay. But anyway, don't mind the hair, people.
You can go get a drink now, and I will pause the stream now. And
no, it's okay.
I'll live. I can think of something to talk about for a minute and a half while you run away.
Well, that's fine. Let's talk about the other awesome stuff.
iPad Mini is awesome. I have to learn how to draw, but just for note taking, this has been a lifesaver. So
you got your paper-like screen protector?
Yes, and it feels weird with your finger, kind of. Not really, but like you can tell that it's there, rather than being like slippery. It's got a nice feel to it. And with the pen, it's not as gritty as I thought it was going to be. It's actually quite smooth.
So I found some to order from Best Buy.
That's from this brand?
It is. I'm not sure that what brand is yours?
Paperlike.
It's called Paperlike.
Yeah. So they sent you two, and I thought it was just because maybe they wore out quickly, and then I realized installing it, I'm a pro at installing covers, but this thing has mad bubbles and stuff, even with cleaning and everything. But I'm also sitting in front of fans, and I turned that one off, but not the ceiling fan off. So I'll probably rip this one off and try it again with the second one.
Yeah. So the brand that I can get is Paperlike, and I get like a 50% discount.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, it feels way better than just writing on the glass. It's not like slippery. Like I can actually, like if I were to do something, it would do exactly what I was doing and not slip at all, which is super awesome.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to get it because I draw on the iPad all the time.
Yeah.
Literally spent like 2 hours this morning just doing that.
So are you drawing your stickers on the iPad, or are you using computer programs to make them?
No, I'm doing it on the iPad, and then I just add it to the Google Drive and pull it to the computer. So, look, I got a whole bunch right here. So.
Ooh, show us more. Oh, I can see laser beams. I see, not Catman. What's
Catman?
What's
Yep. Beast?
No, Wakanda. Beast? No.
Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther. Catman.
Catman.
He can do whatever a cat can. Lick his hands, stick his legs behind his head.
This is like
marginally in the dark.
Prototypes of what I'm going to be doing. I now know how to cut these out a little better on the CRICUT.
Yeah.
So these aren't. These are just like a little pack I put together of like the square shaped ones. Probably give them to somebody who might want them at some point. But yeah. Apparently, I got to set the CRICUT up to cut like a poster board, so it cuts all the way through better.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I need to use Google for this. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the camera's already on you. What you got there? Is that your big carpet?
This is the banner I printed.
Bigger than I thought.
Well, he wanted to go across the whole P90 squad.
Oh, so he likes to work out to the P90X.
No, don't say that.
Don't say that. Why not?
No, just joking.
Triggered? Okay. Is he triggered by that? Is that his?
He is. He does get a little triggered by it, but at the same time, I just like I'm like, oh, okay. I just kind of go like in my head like, why'd you name it that?
Yeah.
What do you think was going to happen?
It's not because the infamous P90, FNP90, that's been infamous since the 1990s.
It's probably that because he plays Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's a Belgium firearm. It's way before Call of Duty. I remember GoldenEye and stuff. Yeah.
Why are Belgians setting their arms on fire?
Hey, where does George Washington keep his armies?
Where does George Washington keep his armies?
Yes.
In the armory?
In his sleeveys.
His sleeveys?
Armies, sleeveys.
I get it. Wait, there was a joke I wanted to say to you, and now I can't remember what it was. Darn it. I think I sent it to you on TikTok or something, actually.
I don't know. You find that because I'm trying to remember the one I heard earlier that was good. But
where is it?
All right, so there's number 1. Number 2 is somebody that was born in 1922.
Here, I found it.
Just kidding, 1927, and it's not Peter Falk.
Hold on, wait, this is it. I don't know how to fast forward on here, so I gotta like play the video because it's the second joke that I like the best. Oh. My wife asked if I've seen the dog bowl. I said I didn't even know he could do it.
I did see that one.
I just snorted. I'm sorry.
Okay. Discord muted it. We're safe.
Oh, cool. I shouldn't have said anything then. Darn it.
Remember I said I'm going to use the funniest picture I could find on Russell Brand, and then I didn't?
Yeah, what was the picture?
I'm definitely doing the funniest one for this guy, because it'll just make it harder for you.
Oh, wait, do you have another 6 degrees for me?
Yeah, I'm working on it, buddy. I'm working on it.
I got you.
Mainly because
the awesome poster in the background. I'm sorry, what?
Mainly because this guy has been in everything.
The Russell Brand?
No. 122 mother-loving credits. I almost told
William
you
Shatner.
No. But now I got to know how much he's been in.
Man, he's been acting in like 7 different decades or something crazy like that.
If not more, isn't he 90 something now?
I have no idea. I'm surprised. He's still alive somehow too. He's old. And not to be like a jerk, but I'm just like he's really.
And he's not like decrepit. He's still doing podcasts and talking and running around.
Well, maybe not running around.
7 decades in front of the camera. Born in 1931 in Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
He's a Canadian, huh?
Boy,
hey?
It's about time you figured it out. I bet he doesn't leave the house much now. Irish.
That's Irish.
That's good. Not funny. I'm late for school.
Yep, that's Irish. Canadian.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
All right, so
Have you seen the show Buck Rogers?
who's in that?
Don't worry about it.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm still trying to set this up. All right, get rid of Russell Brand. Put in this gentleman. And then get rid of Finn Wolfhard. And put in this gentleman.
Wolfhard.
Such a cool.
Arr.
Go back to main.
Oh, here comes our third co-host.
Handy Bob does whatever Handy Bob does.
She looks like she's hot instead of laying in the room that has the AC on. I think she's been downstairs where there's no AC for some dopey reason.
Sounds like a Cosmo Kramer move.
Cosmo Kramer.
For sure.
He's got
I have a fan right here blowing
hair.
on me, but yeah, he's got
me
long
too.
All right.
Haley Bob does not have long hair.
Y'all
She's got
ready
long,
for this?
lips.
So we are
Y'all
going
ready for this?
to do. Not gonna lie, I already forgot who my second person. Okay. Also, this actor has range. I'm just gonna start with that. And
Jamie Foxx.
I love Jamie Foxx. When I looked him up, I could not believe the number 2 character he was recently. Sounds different, looks different, completely different body type.
Colin Farrell.
That's an amazing transformation, but no. I do want to rewatch Batman.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me. We have. What side did I put him on? Matthew Good.
Matthew Good, okay.
And Tim O'Connor. And I forgot the stopwatch again. Williker's Batman.
Tim O'Connor. Matthew Good. Man, this is hard. Okay.
You know who Tim O'Connor is?
I'm assuming he's from Buck Rogers because you asked me about it.
I did. I've never seen Buck Rogers. I just know the name. So Google won't give me a stopwatch, of course.
And I think Matthew Good was in. What did I watch recently with him in it? Forget.
Hopefully, you don't. I'm surprised you know his name.
Who? Matthew Good?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know his name because you just said it, but he looks familiar.
Oh, did you look him up? Oh, I put the pictures on the screen. That's right. Like, you're cheating.
No, on YouTube.
Google's not giving me a timer, and this is really killing me.
How do you usually do it?
Through Google, I just type in the search countdown or timer. Oh, stopwatch? Do I got to put specifically stopwatch to get the Google timer? This is killing me.
Oh, yeah. I know where he's from. He's from Watchman.
Hmm.
Tim O'Connor.
This is killing me, man. Come on.
What's his name? Tim O'Connor?
The other guy, yeah, Buck Rogers guy. Born in 1927.
How was in Buck Rogers?
July 3rd.
I've never seen Buck Rogers.
He's from Chicago, Illinois. Oh,
Chicago.
Wow. We will definitely go over his filmography.
Is he Buck Rogers?
He's Dr. something. Let me see.
Dr. Oz? He looks
Dr.
like Dr.
Elias Hauer.
Hauer.
Hauer. Yeah. Buck Rogers in the 20th century.
I have no idea. I mean, how old is Buck Rogers? Is this guy even alive anymore?
He died at the age of 90 in 2018.
Oh, good for him. Oh, geez, good for him. Looks like it's 90 in this picture. How old is Buck Rogers?
In the picture I used? Nah. He looks
He's
like
got
he's
liver
60
spots.
there. I feel like that's part of the character. He's never had liver spots. I just thought the hat was funny in the the colorful robe and stuff.
I'm so glad I got the first one.
I can't even get a timer going, so whatever. Google. It wants me to install something. Why isn't it just giving me a
Use your mini. Standing up next to you there on the screen. Oh wait, that's right. I have a different camera.
Yeah. Maybe I did from the. Does that make a difference? Nope. Come on, Google. You're failing me hardcore. No, you're not.
Like we've been live for how long, and we haven't even talked about movies we watched.
Yeah. Mostly people watching me freak out that I can't get a stopwatch going. So that just happened. And Windows Timer doesn't show up in OBS. So also awesome.
Start using your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna get this. So infinity. You just put an infinity sign up on the screen.
Stopwatch. That.
I have no idea what.
All right.
What's his name? Tim Good? No.
Yeah, Tim O'Connor and Matthew Good. Every 15 minutes, I will give you assistance.
What the heck?
So, oh, my AirPods. Thor, Love and Thunder, the worst movie ever rated for Marvel.
Wait, really? It's definitely not the worst Marvel movie.
What's worse?
Well,
now we're getting into interesting talk.
I liked it better than the first 2 Thor movies. I liked it better than a lot of them. Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't the best Marvel movie. It was not the worst, definitely. I mean, Eternals is probably not as good.
I haven't watched it yet, but I thought it was rated the worst out of all the Thor movies, at the very least.
Really, even worse than that Stark World? Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people were not happy with it.
I liked it. I thought it was a good time.
I think the plot holes were a big issue with it for a lot of people.
Plot holes.
Yeah, like I'm the god killer, but I'm not going to actually kill any gods.
He kills plenty of gods. You just don't see it.
All I want is my daughter back, or whatever his end game was. Then he just changes it and doesn't do anything.
He wanted to kill all the gods,
but
he was persuaded by love.
Yeah, and then
he was a good bad guy.
Jane's whole story, is that her name? Jane, Natalie Portman's character.
Yeah, Jane Foster. It's from the comics. I was surprised they actually went as deep as they did with it.
That's good
because it's like Marvel. I didn't think they were gonna like do the whole. Oh, spoilers. Spoilers. I didn't think they'd get into the whole cancer thing so deep.
Or just let her die and not let her get the comeback. But
I mean,
I forgot Tessa Thompson's in this. I love Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, she's good as Valkyrie. I really liked the movie. My main complaint was like sometimes when they were filming scenes, it wasn't like framed how like a movie looks. It looked more like a TV show.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that makes any sense. Like the camera, like you see how your camera is on the YouTube page, how it's like right in front of you with like a background.
Yeah.
Like normally things are like angled or like they got some kind of like depth or something like that. It was like here's Thor standing in front of like a bright building, but like it's only like chest up. I'm like I was like, it feels more like a TV show.
Not a soundstage. Doesn't mean more of a.
Well, it wasn't. It was out in the real world. They had like a set and everything, but like that's not like a big deal for me. The goats were the best part of the movie. I thought they were amazing. Everybody hated the goats. I thought they were awesome.
Oh, did the joke not land the first time? It definitely won't the next 7.
Yeah, I thought they were great. Every time they're on screen, they're just screaming.
Yeah.
They're just screaming. Yeah, it's amazing. I got I ordered it like 2 or 3 months ago for pre-order. The goat Funko Pop with Thor on the boat. I can't wait.
Nice.
I liked it. It wasn't Ragnarok's the best Thor movie. Maybe this one's not better than the first Thor movie, but it's not the worst Thor movie.
Yeah, I always thought people thought Ragnarok was the worst, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, it wasn't bad.
Ragnarok's the best. It's easily top 5 Marvel movies for me in general.
Gotcha. I love
Ragnarok. Yeah, no, you got it backwards. But I liked it. It was funny. There was some really I liked all the colors, like all the costumes. It did not gore does not kill any gods on screen except for the beginning, but I mean, it's more like like they're hunting them down, like they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really mind the fact that you don't see any of it. But apparently they left a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor with like Jeff Goldblum returning from Ragnarok, Lena, whatever her name is from Game of Thrones and stuff, was like apparently filmed a scene. No, she's from Game of Thrones. Lena H something. I forget her. But apparently she filmed something and they didn't use it. Which apparently she like sued them for because they didn't put her scene in the movie. Or something. Yeah, Lena Headey.
Yeah, I remember her. I know who you mean now. She seems too happy. Yeah. I feel like she was suing Game of Thrones or something for all sorts of weird stuff too.
But I didn't mind the movie. I mean, a lot of people didn't like it. It was a lot of fun. It was funny.
Yeah, I mean, as far as people not liking it, I remember just seeing a lot of shit posts online, but all in all, it's 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb. So
yeah, it's not terrible.
I don't see the Metascore 57. I guess I don't show the tomato meter here anymore on IMDb.
I don't listen to the tomato meter. Those people don't want to like movies.
Yeah.
They will find every little thing wrong with something just to pick it apart.
Well,
I can't take it serious.
People flock to bad reviews more than good reviews, so
maybe. But I liked it. I do think ever since Spider-Man came out, like the Marvel stuff has been like a little not as great as it was. Yeah, like Spider-Man was so good in December, and then like Doctor Strange was fine. It wasn't the best movie, but it wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
Thor wasn't the best movie, wasn't the worst.
I saw a meme that said ever since watching Endgame, any other Marvel movie just feels like beating a video game and then going back to play all the side quests.
Well, they got to get that. They have to introduce a new bad. They gotta give the movies like a threat, like they have with Thanos. You know. Yeah. They really haven't done that. They really haven't done that yet, except for a little bit in Loki, because Kang's going to be the next big bad guy at the end of Loki. He who remains. That's Kang.
Voldemort.
No, Gore. What? Voldemort. That's he who shall not be named.
That's what you said.
I said he who remains.
Same thing.
No.
Tomato.
Kang's like a descendant of Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. So now that like great grandson or something. So now that they're introducing Fantastic Four, they're gonna announce the cast at D23 in September.
Okay.
Maybe then they can start getting the ball rolling on this Kang stuff, because apparently the actor Jonathan Majors is going to be in the Ant-Man 3 movie, which I'm assuming is going to be setting up his role going forward. We'll see what happens.
Is there a timeline for Ant-Man 3? I didn't even realize that was in production or anything.
Ant-Man 3 comes out early 2023. I think it comes out in February, yeah.
Okay.
Then it has, Jim Carrey is on the cast list. What?
Hey, he's doing a lot these days.
What the hell is he doing in this movie? I'm interested. I was already interested because I really like Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, and I like both Ant-Man movies quite a bit.
Yeah.
But like, what the heck? I can't picture Jim Carrey doing anything that's going to be like tied to anything for an extended period of time.
He
Like
might.
maybe like a
This might
movie or
be his
two.
into a 10-year resurgence of being in Marvel and just doing. I mean, if they can throw Bruce Campbell into a movie as a bellhop, they can throw Jim Carrey into a few movies as a taxi driver or anything
Yeah.
random.
I just don't picture him doing like a 9-movie deal or whatever. Like Loki, Tom Hiddleston had like a huge deal. Josh Brolin had a huge deal as Thanos. I can't picture him. He's so into like everything else these days. But
Mhm.
maybe I'm wrong. Apparently Bill Murray was cast in an undisclosed villain role, but I heard that he's been having issues with something, so maybe he's being replaced by Jim Carrey.
Yeah, something with a little comedic relief.
Yeah. Somebody not like a major threat, like one of the little
Little
like
sideshow Bob
side
guy.
character. Yeah. Somebody who's like not like a real threat, but he's just kind of a jerk, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, Kang the Conqueror is like the main person for that.
Yeah, that's a big age jump though from Bill Murray that's 72 to Jim Carrey that's what 55 or something.
I'm assuming it's the comedic thing they need.
Yeah, not so much the aged
Right.
look.
You imagine if
He's 60.
imagine if Bill Murray was gonna be like Doctor Doom or something crazy like that. I'd be like, what? That's not a good choice. Well,
I feel like all right. Bill Murray, his acting career, he hasn't done anything since the early 2000s that has been memorable. I mean, other than like voice work, right? Like he's done a lot of voice work, but everything else has been small
Zombieland,
stuff.
excuse me.
Small stuff. As I said, St. Vincent 2014. That's the last time he
That
was
was
a
a great
lead in
movie.
a role.
St. Vincent was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a small part in the Zombieland movies, Ghostbusters.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess it has been a while.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, he's in 2023. Post-production, it's already done.
Oh, is it?
The Colonel for The Greatest Beer Run Ever completed. Bums Rush pre-production, Being Mortal announced. Well, he's getting back into it. 3
Yeah,
movies
right.
in 2021, 2 in 2019, 1 in 2018, 1 in 2020, 4 things in 2016. So I mean, he stays relevant and in the news every year. Just yeah, but I think Ghostbusters I didn't see the where he would be back in, but um
He was in the Afterlife movie.
like as a big part though, I didn't see the Afterlife one.
Uh, he just showed up like as a cameo for the
Okay.
ending.
Yeah, so we're looking at his Christmas special in 2015 and St. Vincent in 2014 where he had a leading role, Grand Budapest Hotel 2014, Monuments Men 2014. So seems like he goes every couple of years. He'll do 3 or 4 things, and then he'll take a break until he runs out of money again. It's he's no Matthew Good or Tim O'Connor, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't know who Tim O'Connor is at all.
Tim O'Connor was on multiple Columbo episodes. I'll have you know.
Okay, well,
I did promise you.
Else Peter Falk was in.
That's a shame. I will give you another hint.
Go ahead.
Would you like it to be a TV show or a movie?
Man, it really depends on the show. I feel like. I don't care. You pick.
Here's the thing: if it's TV, I'm sure you can get it within the next 120 seconds, no problem.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Because he's been on every major TV show from the 40s up until the late 90s, including Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh my god.
Oh, you can't make a connection from Walker, Texas Ranger?
Well, the only thing Chuck Norris has been
Who
in
are
besides
you?
his like kung fu movies that like nobody else is in with him. He's been in Expendables 3. So I'm gonna have to connect
That
it to
gives you
that
like
somehow.
50 people.
Right. I'm just like I'm trying to think. The only thing I know Matthew Good from is Watchmen. So I'm trying to think who the hell's in Watchmen and how can I connect them to him?
He's in multiple things I've told you have to watch, so not my fault. Also, one thing I know you've seen, and the fact that you don't know it was him either just shows how great that I missed it, and I'm surprised you missed that it was him. Behind the Mask. I mean, Clarence
What?
Gilliard has been in a ton.
Who?
Walker, Texas Rangers partner.
Oh, I mean, I haven't watched Walker Texas Ranger in 20 some years.
Including the short film Die Hard is back.
What? That's a thing?
Apparently.
Oh. Wait,
I
what is Matthew
will
Good
be finding
been
this.
in that I saw?
Bruce Willis is back as the tough John McClane in a new action-packed commercial for Die Hard batteries. Oh, okay. That was a dumb commercial to begin with. Top Gun 2, Back to Traffic School short, 2012. Sons of Thunder. Okay, so I was a little wrong about Clarence, okay?
Clarence, who's Clarence?
Walker's partner.
Oh. I forgot the name already.
I mean, he had a major stint of 85 episodes of Matlock, if that helps you. Well, now you know he was in Die Hard. And Top Gun.
Oh, he was in Die Hard?
Yeah. That's why he came back for the shorts. Chips for 20 episodes. Anyway, that's enough Clarence. I'll give you 5 minutes and I'll give you another clue.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like Matthew Good was in Watchmen with Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I can't give you Matthew Good because that's a little too easy to give you a clue of. I mean, I could give you a clue that picture's from on the screen that you didn't watch, so you don't know who's in it anyway.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see that picture again. That picture, let's see, 1970s look. Smoking in a restaurant or a club.
There's a little cigarello.
With the hair, look at the glasses. Oh, what the hell is that TV show called that you keep getting me want me to watch?
The one that I haven't watched since episode 4.
The Godfather movie, right? Show, right?
Yeah.
Is he in it?
He is that character as the Paramount ad exec studio head.
Okay.
TV show's called The Offer.
Yeah, that's the show I was thinking of. I was just going by the 70s looking at that picture. You've mentioned that show like every time we've done this.
Yeah, which has been once in the past month, which is the last time I watched it. I gotta catch up on it. All right, I'll give you another Tim O'Connor besides Walker, Texas Ranger.
Wait, I think. Hold on. What movie was The Rock and Bruce Willis in? Oh my god. Oh, I think I got it. Hold on, I think I got it.
All right, hold on.
Yes, I think I got it.
Are you starting from Matthew Good or Tim O'Connor?
Does it matter?
No.
Who are you on right now?
I was going to try and trace it through IMDb, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's too much work.
Okay, so Tim O'Connor, he said he was on Walker, Texas Ranger with Chuck Norris.
Yep.
Who was in Expendables 3 with Arnold. Who was in The Rundown with The Rock. Who was in Rampage, I think. Is that the monkey movie? With Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who was in Watchmen with Matthew Good.
I thought you were talking about Be Cool with The Rock and whoever you're trying to make the jump from The Rock. Yeah.
Is Jeffrey Dean Morgan in Rampage? I think, is that him, or is that the guy from the other? Is that the other guy?
You talking about from 2018 Rampage with the monkey?
Yeah, with The Rock.
Yeah. Naomi Harris.
So I always
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh, okay. I always confuse Jeffrey Dean Morgan and what the hell's his name? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Joe Manganiello, because he's also in Rampage.
No. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, Jack Quaid is in Rampage.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I always confuse Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Gerard Butler.
I mean, they don't look the same, but I can see how the names just get combobulated.
What? White guys with beards. They all look the same.
Okay.
Well, I know one's Irish or Scottish, but that's
was it this that had me? Oh, so I was originally gonna do for the first one, Finn Wolfhard, and that took you about 20 minutes plus how long it took me to get to, like 25 minutes to figure out. So Finn Wolfhard versus Joe Mantegna was originally who I was going to do.
Who?
Joe Mantegna.
What's that?
Come on, you're killing me, Smalls.
Wait, hold on, wait. That name sounds familiar. I'm just trying to think. Is he the guy from?
He's in everything.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I know who that is. He's done a lot.
He would have been easy to make the jump from, but you just have to remember what he's been in to get to it. But
right.
So, all right, let's go ahead and run down Mr. Good here. Let me bring up OBS and share my monitor. Probably.
Oh, see, I already can figure out Joe Mantegna because he's in Barry.
I didn't watch the new season yet.
It just says he's on 2 episodes of Barry, so.
Yeah. All right. Let's do and this. And this. Okay. Here we go. Mr. Good. Bam. Oh, damn, that's the Watchman. I kept thinking he was the sidekick in the John Cena TV show.
What?
I saw the picture of him in the superhero outfit.
Right.
And I didn't think Watchman. I thought why can't I think of the name of the show? Also, why is it not on his John Cena's show where he's the superhero?
Oh, Peacemaker.
Thank you.
Oh, you Jesus thought he was Vigilante?
Yeah. I looked at this picture as a small picture, and then this one, and my mind immediately went to Vigilante, not to Watchman. This whole time, I'm like, you would know it so easy. Like, no, I'm a moron. Hello, I'm a moron. But, I mean, he's also, yes, in The Watchmen versus him in The Offer is a huge swing. He's, done The Kingsman, Downton Abbey. So many things. He's actually, I think he's what, 30 or 50, 51 credits. But like it's a face that you see a lot of. Imitation Game I remembered it from. Yeah, he's a good actor. I like him a lot. And in The Offer, he does a voice that is extremely distinct. And let me find that picture again. So him as a guy in the 70s, his voice and mannerisms and everything as this character, it's each other. Because if you played a clip of Tim O'Connor and Matthew Good playing, a 70s guy, you'll think it's the same person doing the voices. To where I was like,
oh, okay.
I had to look up to see if they were related or something, and they're not. It's just so specific and odd of a voice to do that it's his exact voice. So anyway, I nerded out on that a bit.
Wow.
Womp womp. So yeah, like 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes it took you to get that one with after all the bitching and moaning about me using somebody from Walker Texas Ranger as your clue. You got it through Walker Texas Ranger.
Well, luckily,
jerk.
Luckily, it worked.
Yeah, it worked out in your favor. It was all right.
A little bit. It's okay. The first one I got the second I saw it.
Yeah,
that's the one that matters.
Not even the second. It wasn't a full second that it was on the screen. It was a flash, and you're like, "Oh, boop, 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 boop. Done."
Yeah, my bad.
You solved it before any viewer had a chance to bring up the stream.
Yeah, whoops.
Jeez Louise. All right, man. What else did you watch? You watched Thor: Love and Thunder, and you think it's the best movie ever.
No, I didn't say that. I watched a lot because, unfortunately, I've been home. Incapacitated.
You had
what else did I watch?
Involuntary vacation for a week. That's all.
Right. Let's see. I watched the Candyman remake. Well, it's actually not even a remake. It's actually not even a remake. It's a sequel.
Oh, I didn't know it was a sequel. I thought it was a straight remake.
No, it's a sequel. I liked it. It was good. Jordan Peele produced it. If you saw Get Out or Us, he's a great director.
Also didn't see Nope.
It. Well, that's coming out tonight.
Yeah.
I was actually supposed to. Somebody had bought me a ticket to go. I was like, well, I don't know if I can. And then I couldn't. So it's like, you can just return my ticket.
Yeah.
I'll have to go at some point in the future. Well, I mean, Us came out like 3 years ago, and I just watched that this week too. I guess I had a little bit of a Jordan Peele kick for a day or so.
Yeah.
Us was really good. Candyman was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it.
I heard that it wasn't like the original, so it wasn't as good as the original, but I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen the original, so I have no real comments.
Yeah, I haven't seen the original since like
they're in the pot. Come on, Nick, get him, get him.
Candyman's not something I'm going to give you a hard time about.
Yeah.
You should watch it, but whatever.
Does that have jump scares? Am I gonna jump, or am I just gonna feel uncomfortable the whole movie? And
the new one?
Yeah.
Not too much.
I feel like jump scares aren't in movies anymore. It's really disappointing.
They also don't get me the same way they get you, so I can't really say if it's a jump scare. You might think so
because of the music that goes dun 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 dun, the violin. Yeah, you don't get that anymore. Even with X, when I watched that, I was like, this is going to have some jump scares. It's going to be awesome. There's some like mild orchestral, ensembles that are building tension. And then it just cuts to like the middle of a day scene and nothing happens. And you're like, womp womp.
That's like the formula now for horror movies. They like build the suspense and then they just cut to something that doesn't.
Yeah.
They just cut away from it.
They never fulfill your need for that jump scare. Loop on you for 90 minutes. Ridiculous.
Yeah, actually, Us was really good. I really like the music and the soundtrack and stuff. I was texting my friend. I was just like, it's he had told me about it, and I mean, I already knew about it, but we were talking about it recently. So I was texting him. I was like, yo, the music's so good in this movie. Yeah. Like the soundtrack, it was awesome.
Yeah,
What else did I watch? I watched a
do
lot.
do any of his movies link up, or are they all separate movies? You mentioned
They're all
Us and
separate.
Get Out, and
All
okay,
separate.
I'll have to watch them.
Get Out's really good. Us is really good. I do want to see Nope. I think it has good reviews too. So I'll have to go sometime soon. What else?
Last thing I
I
saw in the
watched the
theaters
Resident
was
Evil
Scream,
series.
so I'm due to go to the movies. I just gotta.
Oh,
If Top Gun didn't get me out there, it's gonna be tough to find something that will. Probably scary movies in the fall again, but
oh man, I was so excited to see Top Gun.
I know. I asked you like 15 times ago, and you're just like, no way.
Yeah, I have no desire to see that stupid ass movie.
It is one of the highest grossing films at this point, so you gotta.
So is Avatar, and Avatar is a piece of crap.
That's gonna get us some hate mail. We're gonna get doxxed. We're gonna
Go ahead.
death threats.
Oh yeah, it's a terrible movie. It looks great.
I mean, it looked
Terrible
great
movie.
20 years ago. Now it looks okay.
Acting's terrible. Story's terrible. Pace is terrible. Hey, special effects
little
though,
slow.
top notch. Top notch.
It is a
Thank
little-
God they have a sequel coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm the highest grossing doesn't mean good. Just means enough stupid ass people go to see it. Sorry. I just
Listen,
wanted to say that.
I forgot the guy's name. The guy that plays the son. I want to say Rooster, but that's not Rooster. Whatever. Mavericks. What's his Goose?
Scientology.
Scient-
I think that's his call sign.
Nah, it's not him. The guy from the first one.
Goose.
Yeah.
Maverick.
Yes. Goose. His son
butt.
is played by
Right.
Miles Teller.
You told me before.
and Miles
He was in a
Teller's in
terrible
a
movie.
Huh?
He was in a terrible Fantastic Four movie.
He's such a good actor. He's an incredible
he is.
actor.
He is. He's local to us. He's from Westchester or Downingtown or something.
What?
Yeah, he's like a local kid.
He is known for his performance in Spectacular Now. I've never seen that movie in my life. He did a Footloose remake.
Downingtown. Yeah, I didn't see the Footloose remake.
Yeah. He's 1 year older than me. So much more accomplished. What am I doing in my life? Anyway.
He's you know who's the same age as me to the day? Seth Rogen.
You know who's the same age as me to the day?
Who?
Britney Spears' sister.
Shit.
I think I'm a year older, but oh, Craig T. Nelson shares a birthday with me. That would be a good 6 degrees. Love Craig T.
Miles Teller is good. I haven't seen this. Have I seen the Spectacular Now? I don't know.
He is also in The Offer, and he is an incredible actor.
He is a good actor. I'll give him that.
He's also in Top Gun as Goose's son. So Top Gun is
his call sign Geese's?
Geese nuts. No, I don't know what his call sign is. but the movie hits on nostalgia 100%. Why it's so why it's his call sign's Rooster.
Yeah,
that's funny. That just made me think of The Ranch when I said Rooster. That's why I knew it was wrong.
I haven't seen it.
But anyway, Top Gun plays on nostalgia. It even brings back the same soundtrack from the first movie. It's got Tom Cruise riding the same BMW motorcycle. You know, it's playing on nostalgia, and that's why it's getting so much money, whether it's good or bad. But I haven't seen it, and I do want to see it because I did enjoy the first one. But you're not as big of a fan of Tom Cruise as I am, so.
Yeah, I don't mind the Mission Impossible movies, but
which I think are his worst work. Like I like his other stuff that's not Mission Impossible.
well, whenever he doesn't have to like talk and do a lot, I'm fine. That's what I prefer. He was good in Tropic Thunder when he like didn't take himself too serious.
Yeah. I don't know, I like him in everything. So
actually, I don't like the first two Mission Impossible movies. I think they're terrible.
They don't hold up 30 years later or whatever it's been. You know, movies from the 90s are tough, especially when it's supposed to be futuristic tech, and then you're like, yeah, that's not even close to what tech we had like 3 years later when they made the sequel. Like, it's kind of crazy, but
I walked out of the theater for the first Mission Impossible. I like left.
I mean, there's 9 of them. I'm starting to think the mission is possible.
Yeah, maybe. I also walked out of movie 43. That's a terrible movie.
Is that the Rob Zombie film? What's 43?
No.
Oh, the baseball film. No, that's 42.
No, that's 42. Movie 43 is where there's like a bunch of small stories with like a bunch of big name actors. And like it's like little skits basically.
Chloe
And
Grace
none of them
Moretz.
none of them are funny.
Jeremy Allen White. Is that the guy from that cooking show I want to watch?
No idea. But,
Yes,
oh yeah,
yes,
he's
it
in
is.
it too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that his thing is stupid.
So these compilation movies, I just don't like at all. Like that New Year's Eve one. This one I don't even think I've seen, but it's got a lot of. It's Hugh Jackman, Emma Stone, Elizabeth Banks.
I don't
Jeremy Allen
mind
White.
the New Valentine's Day was pretty good. That's like
Valentine's Day. See those
story.
movies with all these little stories. What was that?
See, those are connected.
Listen, everybody tried to redo Crash when Crash was a phenomenon because they did the same story. Manchurian Candidate did the same thing.
Well, Manchurian Candidate's older than Crash.
There was another one where it's one event replayed
Sinatra
8 times throughout and like everything's linked. Yeah, everybody started doing the same formula, which didn't really work out. But yeah, Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, I didn't care for.
Movie 43 is just not funny. Like at all. People always give me crap for it too because I think it's terrible. It's really not fun.
I'll have to watch it to see how bad it is.
You'll like it probably.
Why? Because I like the people in it. That doesn't make it a good movie all the time. Just most of the time.
You're a little bit more open to things than me sometimes.
I'm a lot more open to things than you sometimes. Let's get that straight. It's more often than not I'm like, oh, that was so good, and you'll be like, that was not good, buddy. That was not good.
Yeah, movie 43 is so bad. Maybe we should watch it together. Just I'll force myself to watch it again just so I can be like, oh my god.
Here's the thing. I think it's a good movie, and then I think this is so horrible, I love it movies. So unfortunately,
no, it's not a bad, it's good movie.
Fortunately, nothing past 1997 has been it's so bad it's good type of movie. Yeah, they've lost their touch on making those ones. I actually watched 2 terrible movies yesterday.
What'd you watch?
2 terrible movies in a row, which was probably the best night of my life. Now, I haven't actually sat down and watched a movie in a long time. So yesterday, getting to sit down and watch One Up, which is a video game movie,
right?
Where this college gaming team is a bunch of douche canoes, and so the girls on the team quit to start their all-girl team, and then have to battle them in the championship type of thing. It was a horrible movie. I sent you the picture or video of
yeah, I didn't know what it was.
Kevin Farley. I was like, he sounds and looks so much like Chris Farley in so many of these little clips. Yeah. And I like Kevin Farley, not just because of his lineage, but he's funny, good actor. But yeah, the movie was terrible, which I should have known because I usually don't like anything that Ruby Rose is in for majority of. Like when she's got small parts in the movie, it doesn't ruin the movie, but I don't think she's that great of an actress.
Ruby Rose, was she Batwoman
on the TV show and then quit?
Yeah.
I never even saw the TV show. As much as I love Batman, I was like, I don't really care for Ruby Rose.
I did either, actually.
But so that was the first movie. It was terrible, and I was like, I could have gone without watching this, but I'm kind of glad I did, just because it was okay. With it wasn't like Bridesmaids, where an all-girl cast was making teenager boy jokes the whole time, and it was funny. It was, just not funny jokes the whole time through, but trying to do that same premise of make a movie about college girls that would interest teenage boys and give it an R rating type of thing. It wasn't very good.
Okay. What was the other movie?
The other one is called Kung Fu Yoga.
What?
Yeah, let's zoom in on your face on this reaction. So I was on, Prime, and I was like, yeah, let's see what's out there. And I was like, Jackie Chan. I haven't watched Jackie Chan movie in so long. They are truly so bad. They're so good. And your face.
The poster looks terrible.
So I'll start with the worst part, which is the outro, which is the entire cast, crew, everybody dressed up in Indian garb doing the Indian dance at the end, synchronized. So that's fine. A lot of movies do that, especially when they have Indian shooting locations or Indian like cast members in it, which is fine. But the movie literally just dead ass ends in the middle of a conversation and cuts to that as the outro. It's like blah 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 blah, and then ba-doop. Like Jackie Chan makes a funny face and goes like this, and then like this, and then it cuts to everybody dancing for 3 minutes as the credits go. Like, so the story just ends here, and we just assume everything's hunky dory, and then the second problem with the movie was it starts out in Cantonese. I'm like, all right, subtitles. And then it cuts into English. And then it cuts into Indian, or I don't know whatever language they speak in India. And then it cuts back to English and then back to Cantonese. So I'm sitting there trying to hear things, but then also like reading the whole time, but also trying to follow. Like if it's a subtitled movie, it's no problem. I just know to read every time. But then they start speaking English. And so I stop paying attention because I'm listening. And then all of a sudden they cut into half one language, half another, depending on who's talking. So it winds up being hard to follow. It's, as bad of acting as you expect from Jackie Chan movies. And the, I don't know if it's continuity's off, but like,
apparently it was a success.
Really?
So the budget was like $65 million.
Okay.
And it made worldwide $257 million.
Here's the thing. He is a worldwide superstar. It could be 90 minutes of him taking a poop in a porta-john and people will watch it like it's... So another downside was there was no Jackie Chan credit scenes of him getting his face broken in by, things smashing him in the face because he messes up stunts.
He doesn't do a lot of them anymore.
He's showing his age, which makes me sad. Not looks. He dyes his hair and isn't out of shape that much. There's a couple scenes where his profile is like, oh, you got a little bit of a beer belly going now, a little too much sake. But yeah, he's definitely getting older. But yeah, the movie I expected nothing out of, and I got nothing out of. Let me guess. 188 film credits. We got
142. But in 2017, he had 8 movies come out.
Yeah. Yeah. He does a healthy mix of voiceover work and live action. And a lot of his stuff doesn't even come to the States, including all of his music that he releases every year. Yeah. So that's always fun when you're watching a movie and you're like, that's Jackie Chan singing. Like every movie since 73. Well, like
I know that the whole stunt thing, I know he doesn't do a whole lot anymore because if he hits his head wrong, the right way, he's dead.
Yeah. He's had a lot of concussions.
If you hit your head the wrong way one time, you could die.
Yeah, so he still does quick hands, a little bit of feet work.
Yeah.
And he did do, those wooden stick arm things that he punches in every movie. And he does a handstand on top of one of those. Like he's still fit. He still has the moves and the speed and acting chops as much as he always has. But yeah, he's not running down the tracks of a a mining facility with a mine cart coming at him and smashing him in the face, like whatever movie that was in the 90s. Those outtakes are what I remember.
What was I don't know. I don't remember, but
I feel like it was one of the Drunken Master movies, but I also feel like it wouldn't have been.
It was I know the one you're talking about because they like rescue the girl or whatever from that like mining thing, and he like
the big mining truck where he goes up the big wheels.
Like that.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. But yeah, so that's one of the things that stick in my mind from being a kid and going to the movies with my dad is during the credits watching him just get completely manhandled and mangled doing these stunts that are death defying.
Yep.
But yeah, this one it's a dance number. There's no bloopers, no comedic outtakes like Rush Hour.
It sounds like a comedic outtake, but
no, they were dead serious in getting the moves, mixing Indian culture and Japanese hip hop culture with the one guy doing. But it. So, like I said, the problem with the movie is the plot just like jumps from you're in the middle of this situation, cold cut to a scene that's completely different. Yeah, it's kind of like you got amnesia in the middle of the movie and then woke up from a coma and then you're in a new time and place.
Man, I just want to watch Jackie Chan movies now.
Me too, man. Me too. For sure. Just like I went through and added every Peter Falk thing to my Amazon list to buy and rent, I am 100% doing the same thing with Jackie Chan.
Yeah, like it's worth a watch. Any of his movies are worth a watch. Oh my god.
So good. I might watch Rumble in the Bronx tonight for sure.
Rumble in the Bronx is my favorite one.
That one and Who Am I was always my favorite.
The Rumble in the Bronx is the one that kind of introduced me to Jackie Chan. It was like on like TBS or TNT. I say the same thing all the time.
They're the same.
So it was on one of those channels.
They're both owned by Turner Broadcast Network. It's all the same.
Yeah, you're right.
Ted Turner owned it all. I think he even owned USA at a point. He owned all of evening television in the 90s and good old days. Dinner and a movie, bring it back. I don't want to have to watch YouTube while watching a movie to get dinner tips. I want a hosted show like Joe Bob does on Shudder, but for awesome movies like Tremors every Saturday.
Oh, it's Tremors.
TNT loved Tremors, and then TBS the following week, and then
I always every time you talk TBS, TNT or whatever, I always just think of WCW back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Hell yeah, brother. NWO is gonna run wild on you.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna call you something racist.
But it's 90s, so it's okay.
Hey, I don't think that's how that works, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'm not.
I keep seeing the video of Snoop Dogg on a talk show, and some lady's like, "Don't you regret all the things you said about women in the 90s?" He's like, "Fuck them bitches. I meant everywhere." The other guy's like, "You don't mean that." Like trying to keep you. Snoop Dogg doesn't care if he gets canceled at this point. He's like in his 60s. It's like, why are you gonna make me apologize for something 30 years ago? It's like, I mean,
that's what everybody does now.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to apologize for things from 30 years ago. Didn't you know that?
Yeah. Well, some things deserve it. Some things are just, of the time and times have changed, but some things were never okay. But yeah. Oh well.
But anyway,
this isn't a 90s rap hip hop podcast. This is a movie podcast. So we digress. Yeah, that's what I watched yesterday. Was those two movies, One Up and Kung Fu Yoga.
Kung Fu Yoga, like what the heck?
Oh, and it begins with a giant CGI battle between India and China. That is horrible. I mean, the animation is okay because it's got Jackie Chan's face on one guy, and that's the only face that's recognizable. And then it's got super unrealistic flying through the air, twirling, stuff like that. Battles.
Wow.
I remember the first time I tried to watch it, I turned it off at that point because I remembered that part. Like, I'm not gonna watch this. That and the fact that it didn't automatically give you subtitles and it switched through 3 different languages. As soon as it got to like actual talking points, I turned it off. So when I started the other day, I was like, "Oh, I've never seen this." I was like, "Oh, this movie." But yeah, it was better than One Up.
Wow.
Yeah,
It sounds like it's not from your review.
One Up was a movie.
It
It followed a formula: make fart jokes, make poop jokes, talk about college girl boobs and awkward boys being weird, and then the end. It's kind of like the newer version of Porky's and American Pie, where it just wasn't funny or interesting.
But see, that's the thing; those were funny.
Maybe I'm just getting old and not laughing at poop jokes anymore.
That's 100% good. There's 100%, maybe not 100%, but there's a very good chance that that's really.
Pretty sure if I watched American Pie or Porky's, I'd be pissing myself laughing right now. So it's.
Well, yeah,
I think it's more the writing and content. Probably a lot of fighting censors, but also the stuff that they do get away with. It's just like that wasn't funny. That innuendo didn't land. That one that broke the flow of the scene. That was not needed here. This, so sure, watch it, but you're not gonna feel fulfilled after watching it. It's eh. So coming from somebody that loves movies based in colleges like that, like Van Wilder and How High and all those movies were so good. And somebody that loves video games just to be like, that movie was meh.
Van Wilder was funny. I didn't like How High.
For somebody who has gone 34 years without ever smoking any type of weed or anything, I've always loved stoner movies. So
Cheech and Chong were funny. They're like real funny. They were always on Comedy Central.
They still tour for stage shows. I don't
Do they really?
I think Tommy Chong was in something recently, but I don't think Cheech Marin's been in anything in a while. I'm gonna look up Cheech.
I think he was in jail.
No, Tommy Chong was in jail for drug paraphernalia and stuff.
What I just said.
No, you said Cheech was in jail.
No, you said Tommy Chong, and I said, yeah, I think he was in jail.
I said Cheech hasn't been in anything in a while. Tommy Chong has. I said, I feel like Tommy Chong's been doing stuff, but Cheech Marin hasn't. He said, yeah, he's been in jail.
I meant Tommy Chong.
Yes. It was a communication breakdown, like Led Zeppelin said. Born in East LA. Apparently I'm wrong. He was in Maya and the Three, Nash Bridges, Home Economics, Champions, Shotgun Wedding. I'm going to try to pronounce that one. War with Grandpa. Elena of Avalor. So a lot of animation, but Nash Bridges and Home Economics are live action. Why does Champions sound familiar? What does that mean? Basketball team, Special Olympics. Never mind. So yeah, Cheech Marin has been in stuff. I just haven't paid attention. Coco just joined it. Cars 3. 148 credits for Cheech Marin.
What? That's insane. And I don't think I ever. I mean, I know he does a decent amount of stuff, but wow.
Oh wow, Tommy Chong is Canadian, Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh,
I thought he was an LA boy too.
Would you look at that?
He's in the 90s show as Leo again. I'm actually excited for that. They're bringing back most of the original cast from that 70s show. So it's not going to be like that 80s show where it's a separate thing. It's actually ties into the original as their kids or something, if I remember right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Jane Silent Bob reboot he was in. He's been in some stuff. I remember. There's a slight gap from well, not really. How many Cheech and Chong's movie review, History of 420, TED Talk, Count to 1 Minute, Read the Bible, animated movie, 2013. He was doing everything and anything with his name on it. Oh, it's funny. Franklin and Bash. Come on, that was such a good show.
I never watched it.
Really?
Yeah, never watched it. I know what it is. I remember the.
But you love Mark Paul Gosselaar, and I love Breckenmeyer. It was the dream duo.
Well, I don't know if I love Mark Paul Gosselaar.
I mean, you talk about him about every day, so I think you're in love with him. Come on, Genie was in it. I forgot he was in it. Jeez, man, this show was so good. Malcolm
Come on,
McDowell.
Nanjiani.
Yeah.
What'd you call him?
You heard me. I'm not trying to say it again. Nikki Whelan was in it. I love her. Yeah, this was such a good show. Franklin and Bash were the lawyers. They also did a show just before this, and I can't remember what it was, or after it. They did another thing together. Can't remember what though. What? Mark Paul Gosselaar's and Barry? You're really gonna watch the new season. Yeah, I can't remember what other show they were in together, but I know they're a good duo. Raising the Bar? Is that what they were in together? No. Oh well, I can't think of it. I know they were in something else together besides
Dead Man on Campus is great.
Besides Franklin and Bash, I know they did something else together.
I haven't watched Dead Man on Campus in a while, but it's a good one.
Yeah, with the guy that you hate. He says the worst actor ever. That I think is.
He's not a good actor.
Yeah, he wasn't bad in Peacemaker. He was a little annoying character, but
he didn't really. Yeah, but they quickly made him not speak. It didn't take long.
And you think it's because he can't deliver lines?
No, but it helps.
Yeah, so they just cut his lines. You think there was more there?
No, I just think it was good for him.
Gotcha.
I don't think it was intentional at all. I just think it probably would have made the character a little bit more annoying if he had more lines. I just don't think he was fine in that. He wasn't good in Jason vs. Freddy or Freddy vs. Jason. He was fine in Dead Man on Campus because he played the over the top ridiculous.
Which is the only thing I ever knew him from it. Which is why every time he pops up in something, I was like, oh, I like him because I liked that.
Yeah. But he hasn't played that character since. That kind of character.
I still feel like he's not bad. I sent you a picture of
Mark Paul Gosselaar is insane.
I forget who I was originally going to say, but now I'm looking. I'm like, he looks like Mel Gibson with the beard, without the white hair. Like if he had a little bit of white in there,
younger Mel Gibson or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he could play his son in something.
Yeah. That's crazy. He also kind of looks like I'm trying
to think who he looks like.
Ben Affleck here too.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck with the beard? I see it. That's what I'm getting from it. But mainly
Ben Affleck stunt double.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's about it for what I've watched.
Yeah, I kind of went over everything.
I've been watching Columbo a lot and stuff like that. I'm actually gonna start Charlie Chan, which I didn't realize was from the 40s. So this is gonna be amazing. And then
what was it?
Charlie Chan.
What's that?
Charlie Chan is kind of like Columbo, but 30 years earlier with, guessing by the name, he is of Chinese descent solving crimes.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Never heard of it.
I remember growing up watching Charlie Chan, Columbo, Murder, She Wrote, and Get Smart on TV. So I'm going to do the gambit and watch them all. But Charlie Chan's next.
Have fun. I think I'm going to watch a lot of Jackie Chan.
Definitely.
What I need is I'm going to start a Jackie Chan movie and fall asleep to it.
That was the other thing. Kung Fu Yoga. His name is Uncle Jack the whole movie, and then all of a sudden somebody calls him Dr. Chan, and you're like, his name's always his own name in a movie. Why can't he just get a character name?
Oh man, you're all fired up.
His name's always Jackie in all his movies because he can't remember his lines. I can just see it now. Like the script starts with his name as something different, and he just is ignoring people as they talk to him until they say Jackie, and he's like, it's got to be it. Like,
wow,
I'm done.
That really got you fired up.
Yeah, watch it. It's good, but it's also not good. And then watch Ready to Rumble.
I will attempt to watch it.
Ready to Rumble. I meant Rumble in the Bronx, but also watch Ready to Rumble. All right, Nick. It's been a show. Like, subscribe, share.
I just throw up the wrestling X. End the match. End the match. Wait, what'd you say? What about a chair?
I don't know. What'd I say?
I don't know. You said something about a chair.
Oh.
Didn't you say something about a chair?
I said Ready to Rumble, and then Rumble in the Bronx. Watch them both, and then I don't know.
Yes, do all those things.
Gonna show like, share.
Share. Oh, like, share.
Share, not chair. Yeah.
Not chair. Gotcha.
Be kind, rewind. Great. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Good motto.
Adios. Sayonara. Hasta luego.
Ready Viewer 1 everywhere. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, man.
Peace. Peace.